Joker Folie DEUX is now playing in theaters and has been getting a disturbing amount of negative reviews from literally every single film source imaginable, but I was one of the only people that remained optimistic about this film because I really like the trailers they put out, especially the second one. The second one I think is phenomenal, and for the entire first half of the film, let's say 30, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, I was happy. It was very flawed, like very, very flawed, with the musical aspect of the film feeling like a burden to the rest of the story and like an interruption rather than something that complements or enhances it. So that was a bit frustrating, but I was really liking it, like really, really liking it. The film is mainly a courtroom drama, which I did not expect. Some of the reviews mentioned that I saw, but I really didn't expect it to be literally the entire thing is a courtroom drama. It takes place in a jail cell or a courtroom, which I did not expect. And those scenes get old really, really fast. And at one point, it just got to the point where I just wanted the judge to give Arthur Fleck a death penalty. It just really got old. Maybe that's a bit egregious, but you know what I mean. Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga, they are phenomenal. Joaquin Phoenix was great in the first Joker, like phenomenal. Like he won the Oscar for Best Actor in 2020, I believe. And he is on that level. I would not be surprised if they gave him another Oscar nomination. He is brilliant, absolutely brilliant as his version of the Joker, which, in quotations, if you see the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. The character itself, Arthur Fleck, Joker, was given the best possible ending in the first movie. And this movie, you've probably heard a lot of people complain about the ending. And I thought that was an exaggeration when I first saw those reviews pour in. This movie destroys everything. This ending, the ending to this movie, is so bafflingly stupid. The decision that the writers make is just, it shocks me that a team of writers, actors, directors, producers, and studio executives agreed that this was a good idea. I'm not gonna spoil it, but Arthur Fleck's character is given the most abrupt conclusion, unless they make a third one. Which they probably won't, judging by that ending. Not going to spoil anything. But it takes away from a lot of what made the first film great, which a lot of people have switched up on that film. I haven't. I still love that film, even though I don't think it's perfect or anything, but it's incredible. Maybe it is perfect. I don't know. After seeing this, anything could be considered perfect. I'm joking. But continuing on, the ending was not something that I expected or even remotely get what they were going for. Like, what was the idea behind doing that? Sort of ruined what I loved about Arthur Fleck in the first movie. Moving back into the positives, the visuals and overall cinematography, just jaw-dropping stuff. It's incredible. If you looked at the first film and thought, that looks great, that was on a $65 million budget. This one has a wild $200 million budget. It looks better visually, but nothing here really warrants a $200 million budget. That is just absurd. That is just, I don't know, man. Warner Brothers was money hungry, so they thought this would bring in more money, I guess. So they gave it more money. It's probably not going to bring in more money, judging by the projections, but whatever. The color grading in this movie, very good, especially in those musical sequences. One of the only great things about those unnecessary scenes. I was someone that was actually happy by the fact that this was a musical. I know, hot take. But musical and Joker, they just fit. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, they fit together. But these scenes get excruciatingly dull really, really fast, especially considering they interrupt the plot more than they enhance it, which is, what musical numbers are supposed to do in a musical. Look at any other musical film that's, good. They're shot well, but that's about the most memorable thing about them. I'm disappointed with how they handled musical numbers in this movie. Joker Folie DEUX, or Joker Madness for Two, or Joker Crazy for Two, whatever it is translated, is a frustrating film because there's a lot I really liked about it, and there's also a whole lot that I just didn't like. Also, this isn't a spoiler, I just thought I'd mention it, and at worst it's a very minor spoiler, but the film opens with an animated segment that I thought was really, really cool. It's like Looney Tunes type. It's so cool. I really like that. So I figured I'd mention that because why not? The score I'm going to give this movie is probably going to change, but for now, 58%, which is a 6 out of 10 or a 3 out of 5. I'm 90% sure that's going to go down, unfortunately, but the first half was just that good, man.